Alright, folks, this very well could be a first, for this may or may not be satire. I don't think we've ever done this before. We're actually going to do picks for a Bellator card. Yep, Bellator 170 this Saturday, and to me, I gotta be honest, I think this is a way better card than UFC 208. I mean, even with Anderson Silva being added in at the last minute. A lot more interesting matchups, a very, very good mixture of old school and new school, and it's free on cable. And can't beat that. It actually is a show that I want to watch, and as such, we're making picks for it. Alright, so our main event is Chael Sonnen. This is his first fight in years and years, taking on Tito Ortiz, who's been wheeled out by Bellator, every 6 months or so to beat up on the latest UFC cast-off. Tito Ortiz done pretty well. I mean, he's certainly a shell of his former self. You probably say the same about Chael Sonnen to a certain extent. But I think Sonnen's definitely the fresher fighter. I mean, he's still got a couple more years on him. Ortiz, he's just basically a fighting zombie at this point. He's keeping this up is just beyond me. All right, so my predictions, just looking at the stats here, I'm not going to do the whole, here's the reach advantage, here's the height advantage, because Bellator is ghetto, and they don't do that on their website. Go figure. But just kind of looking at what I know now, I don't know, I think Sonnen should win this one. I want to say he's going to win in the second round by submission, but I think, this being a main event and being his first fight back in a while, and Ortiz's ability to, kind of, sort of defend against submissions, not really great, but he's done it in the past. I think it goes the distance. Do they do 5 rounds? Oh, God, if they do 5 rounds, I'm not going to make it 5 rounds. Yeah, I'm going to go with Chael Sonnen submission round 3. So, really not a whole lot there. Should be entertaining. Watching 2 old dogs go at it. Who doesn't enjoy that? Alright, gotta go back here. In a middleweight fight, we've got Hisiko Kato taking on Ralek Gracie. Halek Gracie. I called him Ralek. Oh, God, the MMA. Gestapo's coming after me for that one. Halek Gracie. Now, if that name sounds familiar, it's because he had a fight. I believe it was for Dream or Dynamite or one of those one-off Japanese promotions after Pride went under. His last fight, 2010. So he hasn't had a fight in 7 years, more than 7 years actually, taking on a guy who's been fairly active. Yeah, not really much to talk about here. I mean, if Hisako Kato loses this one, I mean, he's just the epitome of suck. So I got Kato winning this one by second round stoppage. All right, welterweight on the main card. We got Brennan Ward taking on Paul Daley, and this is probably the most competitive looking matchup we have. And like I said, I mean, you can sit there and kind of make fun of having Chael Sonnen and Tito Ortiz fight in the main event when they're both like 70 something. You need to make more fun of having Ralek Gracie on the co-main event. That's also something to make fun of. But you look at the undercard, you look at these other 3 matches, they're really, really good. I mean, these are very, very talented guys who put on exciting, energetic fights, and there's no reason to complain about that whatsoever. All right, so Brennan Ward, Paul Daley, 2 guys used to be in the UFC. I'm almost certain Brennan Ward was in the UFC. I could be wrong, but I'm fairly certain he was. Applying their craft to Bellator, and really whoever wins this match, I think probably could be considered one of the top 10 welterweight fighters really in the planet. I mean, it's a good matchup. I mean, don't think this is some, joke fight or just padding. So I think it goes the distance. I think Brennan Ward gets it by decision. Should be a very, very entertaining little matchup. And maybe if we're lucky, Paul Daley will try to punch him after the bell again. That would be great. Featherweight fight. We've got Emmanuel Sanchez taking on Georgi Karakanyan. Yes, so great Russian guy taking on great Hispanic guy. Should be entertaining. 13-3 for Sanchez is his record. Georgie, 26-6-1. So these guys have been fighting forever. So it should be entertaining. I mean, I saw him fight at one Bellator show. I think he lost. Never really seen Georgie go at it. But just looking at their stats here, looking at their prior experience, I'm going to go with Sanchez, early 3rd round stoppage. All right, and kicking things off might just be the best overall fight of the entire night because you got 2 guys who are very, very talented up-and-comers. Talented up-and-comers who have like 20 fights between, or like 40 fights between them, but still. Battle of the Derricks. Derek Anderson taking on Derek Campos. If you've never seen these two guys fight before, they're very, very talented. They can go fast, very energetic, exactly what you want out of a lightweight match. They're kind of like really ghetto versions of Donald Cerrone, both of them. So you know it's going to be good. This is going to be an absolute barn burner. I think whoever gets tagged first wins it. And though both these guys are really, really good, I'm going to go with Derek Anderson. I think this guy's got a future. I mean, if he wins this fight, maybe not a top 10 lightweight now, but give it some time. I think he sticks in there long enough. A year or two from now, this guy could be a bona fide champion material. So there you go. That's Bellator 170. It's live on Spike TV this Saturday night. Free for everybody to watch. If you don't have cable, you can just get on the internet and go to this thing called live streaming. I mean, don't do that. Whatever you do, that's the last thing you should ever do. Never, ever live stream anything. But yeah, it should not be too hard to find this show, and it should be very, very entertaining. And for my money, I think it's going to be better than UFC 207 or UFC 208. You know why? Because it's built from top to bottom, not to have like a main card up top where you just freak out about, where that's the only fight you care about and everything is filler. This one, everything should be entertaining. You got two great train wrecks up top, and you have three really competitive matchups on bottom. Just like the old Pride shows. It's not built to have one match stand out. It's about having a holistic fight card. And I applaud you, Mr. Bjorn Rebney. This looks awesome, and hopefully you do more awesome cards in the show like this one in the future, so I can keep doing predictions, because I want to see you guys succeed. We need competition in the MMA world. Alright, so those are my picks for 170, and I'll be seeing you Saturday night K-Side.